Alright guys, welcome to tonight's game. As you know, last time we left off, we were going into a dungeon, trying to, find some treasure, find some good loot. But, I figured since finals are coming up, we could turn this into like a little bit of a study session type game. So, yeah, there's going to be some rooms, you're going to have to answer some questions, and we'll just see how it plays out. There's going to be some traps. It'll be awesome. Well, I, for one, think that is a great idea. I mean, you're right. Finals are coming up. We probably shouldn't even be playing this game in the first place. So, yeah, I am totally down to do this. Alright, man, whatever. It's not like I've already been up for... I don't even know. Studying, but yeah. Sure. Alright, so as you guys step into the first room, you walk in and you see a massive stone door that appears to have buttons all over it. It's in like a row of 5. And you can see on the buttons there's different words put in there. It has talent, technology, tolerance, tenacity, tasteful. And you guys are looking at these words and you notice above the door that there's a caption, and all it says is, Richard Florida says cities need these traits to have a strong creative class. Okay, has a strong creative class. I'm gonna roll for history to be able to check my notes. So that is... that plus 8, so that is 21. Okay, at 21, yeah, you could definitely go ahead and, open your notes and see if you can find the answer. Awesome. Alright, let me just, go over my notes here. Let me just, I'll control F this. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but just want to make sure. Okay, so you said that the 5 buttons read talent, technology, tolerance, tenacity, and tasteful. Well, according to my notes, it says that for a city to have a strong creative class, it needs talent, technology, and tolerance. So I'm going to press those buttons. Right, and as you press those buttons, you hear a click and what sounds like gears turning, and then a little door pops open, and there's a scroll wheel that has numbers written on them. And you hear more gears turn, and as you look up, you see the text above the door flip. And it just says, what percentage of the American workforce does the creative class make up? Oh, I totally know this one. I walk up, and I put in 35, and I press the button to enter it. You enter 35. Okay. Let me just. So, as you enter that 35, you hear some more clicks and gear whirring, and then to the left of you, a door opens up, and you just see it open up with holes, and out of the holes, fire arrows, and you take 8 points of piercing damage from the arrows. 35 was not the right answer. 35? What do you have 35 in your head for? If you got to remember, this was on the quiz. It's 30. I go up and I change the 5 to a 0, and I press the button again. And as you change that 5 to a 0 and you press the button again, you hear more gears whirring and things moving, and then the door opens up and you guys are able to pass through into the next room. Now, as you guys enter the next room, you see in the center is a chalkboard on a stand in front of the door. There's a piece of chalk next to the board, so you guys will be able to write on it. You don't have to have your own pencil or anything. And you see above the door, it reads, political, cultural, economic, social, and disciplinary circumstances that affect the quantity and quality of creativity in a particular time and place. Oh, that sounds familiar. Isn't it the... Hold on, let me look at something. isn't it that one really weird word? It's like with the Z. It's like it's like zeitgeist, right? Yeah, actually, it's zeitgeist. I'm surprised you got that. I, however, will be the one to go write it on the board because I have a feeling that if you spell it wrong, another trap will trigger that'll be counted as, answering it wrong. All right, so you go up and you write it down, and nothing happens for a second, but the letters start to glow a little bit, and then they fade away, and you see one of the bars that was on the door slowly slide out of position into the unlocked position. And then again, above you see the text rotate, and there's a new caption above, and this one reads, "One of the most significant examples of zeitgeist is..." Oh, that's easy. Bunch of creative minds, one area, all doing the same thing. It's got to be Silicon Valley, right? I mean, it very well could be. Is that what you're gonna go with and write down? Hey, don't look at me, dude. I don't have a better answer. Sure, Silicon Valley, technology and stuff. Ooh, yeah. I still standing at the board. I write down Silicon Valley onto the board. All right, so as you write down Silicon Valley, again, just like last time, nothing happens for a second, and then the letters start to glow, they disappear. And for a brief moment, nothing happens, and you fear you might have triggered a trap, but then you see one of the bars on the door is kind of like trying to go, and then it releases and just lets go. Just the tracks were a little rusty, it's no big deal, you got the right answer. And again, just like last time, as that bar moves, you see the caption above the door flip once again, and now the caption reads, "Experts who were once innovators in their field become familiar with their field knowledge and norms. They fail to challenge the assumptions. What have these people fallen victim to?" Oh, dude, that one's easy. That's the price of conformity, right? You're in the industry for so long, you just conform to all the norms and stuff. So, you can't think outside the box. So I walk up to the pedestal next to my butt here and write that down on the board. Easy. Okay, well, as you go up and write that onto the board, again, nothing happens. Then the letters glow, and then you hear a different sound. It's not gears and whatnot moving. It's more like a soft whirring noise. And then all of a sudden, you notice on the ground there's a bunch of little slits, and out of these little slits pop up a bunch of spinning blades. And I need both of y'all to take, 9 points of damage. Price of conformity? Really? Where did you ever get that from? The word conformity was never even uttered in our class. It's price of expertise. That's when you get used to it. Dude, you're gonna get us killed before we can even get to the end of this dungeon. Dude, chill out. Hold on one second. I'm gonna check my notes. This is just out of game. I promise. I'm only looking for this. Yeah, I have it right here with the definition. I just put price of conformity because that's what they're doing. They're conforming to their deal. So it's the price of conformity. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, I get it. Technically, you are correct. They are conforming to their industry. But on an exam, that's not going to be an answer choice. So you're not going to be able to choose that. And if you try and write it down, you're going to get the question wrong. Do you understand that? I go up to the board and I write down price of expertise, the correct answer. All right, so you walk up and you write down price of expertise. Nothing happens for a second, and the letters glow, and they disappear, and then that last bar moves out of place, and the door opens up. So, as you guys move into the next room, there's another door with buttons on it, but it actually appears as though all the buttons is in a grid layout that make up the Greek alphabet. And above the door, the text reads, "What are the types of brainwaves that the human brain produces?" Oh, perfect. Easy. Let me just make sure I say these correctly. I don't want to be incorrect about it. Let me see. They are, I go up and I press the button for the alpha, I press the button for beta, I press it for gamma, and I press it for omega. Okay, so you go up and you press all those buttons, nothing happens for a minute, and out of nowhere you hear this strange trickle, almost like water being poured, and you notice very slowly that there's water that's starting to fill the room a little bit. You triggered a trap wrong. I hurriedly run up to the door and I press gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta into the door. Alright, so as you press in those Greek letters, you hear a click and nothing happens, so you just assume that yes, that was in fact the right answer. The water isn't rising any faster, but it's still rising, it's not going away. And you also see that the text above the door changes, so that kind of confirms that you guys got the correct answer. And the text changes to these types of brainwaves are linked with higher states of conscious perception. Okay, real fast. How fast is that water rising? Go ahead and roll a survival check for me to see if you can figure that one out. Yeah, okay, sure. Plus, okay, so, natural 19. Natural 19, okay. Looking at the room as a whole, and just kind of, how big it is and all of that, you approximate that you probably have about a minute left before this room fills up with water. Okay, yep, that's bad. Let me see. So you said that it was brainwaves, higher states of consciousness. I'm gonna walk up and I'm going to press. Okay, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna press gamma. All right, you slush through the water that's now, I would say, probably about at your knees, and press the gamma letter on the door. You hear a click, and again, nothing really happens, but you see that the text above the door rotates, kind of giving you that confirmation that you got the right answer. And this new text reads, these brainwaves occur during a sleep or meditative state. Oh, a sleep or meditative state? Man, that's me like, probably about like 20 hours a day. I'm gonna walk up to the door and I confidently just, boom, punch, theta. Alright, as you go and you press in theta, it looks like you hear a click. Nothing really happens. But the text flips one more time, and it now reads, sorry, my bad, I skipped a step. The text flips, and then the little door pops open and shows another chalkboard, and the text above now reads, who discovered the brainwaves almost 100 years ago? Keep in mind, this water is getting pretty close to the bottom of this chalkboard, and you need to be able to write on this if you want to open this door. Okay, I'm assuming swimming at this point. I swim up and I just really quickly, it doesn't look nice, it's not neat, it is what it is. I quickly write Hans Berger as the answer. He's the one who discovered the brainwaves. Alright, as you hastily write in his name, I'm assuming you're spelling it correctly, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. Nothing happens. The board is almost overtaken by the water, and then you see the letters glow and disappear, and the door pops open, and you all kind of flood into the next room, but weirdly enough, all the water just kind of sinks into the floor. You don't really see any visible holes or anything like that, but the water just kind of dissipates, and you're in the next room. In the next room is another board on a stand in the center. So you will have to write down your answers for this one. And looking above the wall, the text reads, predetermining a specific goal and writing it down is an example of what? Oh, dude, I don't know. What do you think? I know the answer is goal-focused imagination. Do you think I need the hyphen? Do I need the hyphen? Yeah, do I need the hyphen? Let's see. To see if you need the hyphen. Yeah, you know what? Roll another history check for me. Okay, yeah. There's no traps right now, so we can take our time. It's fine. Okay, it's pretty good. 17 plus 8 is 25. 25, okay. Yes, I can tell you definitely need the hyphen for this one. It's goal-focused is like one kind of statement, so. Okay, yeah, so I walk up to the board and I write down, I'm sorry, I just totally brain farted there. I go up to the board and I write down goal-focused imagination with the hyphen in between the goal-focused. Okay, yeah, so you write down goal-focused imagination, and again, just like previously, you guys are kind of used to this point. Nothing happens for a second, and then the letters glow, and they disappear, and one of the locks on the door slides out of the way, and then the text flips, and the text now reads, the condition of stable systems and life is known as what? Dude. I walk up to the board and I write down homeostasis. Dude, what is with you and you like select knowledge of stuff that you know? You don't know the proper terms for one thing, you don't know other things at all, and then other things you're just like, yeah, dude, I know exactly what the answer is. What's up with that? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Homeostasis is just a cool word. How could you forget that? It's got stasis in it. Okay, anyway, as you go up to the board and you write down homeostasis, because it's a cool word, nothing happens, letters glow, and disappear, and you see one of the bars move away, and the text rotates, and it now reads, sometimes we get through adversity only by imagining what the world might be like if our dreams should ever come true. What is this quoted from? Ooh, I know I've heard that quote before. I'm trying to think. It was a book. Sorry, just give me a minute. I'm thinking. Okay. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with biography. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the board and I'm gonna write down biography of a geisha. All right, you go up to the board, you write down biography of a geisha, and nothing happens. The letters do their thing, glow, disappear, all that. Nothing really happens, and you just kind of hear this like swooshing sound, and you look up just enough time to see a swinging axe come down and hit you in the side, and you take 6 points of damage. But it's the book, right? It's not biography. Okay, I'm already looking a little low. No thanks in part to you. Do you know this one? Do you know what another word for biography would be? Another word for biography? Dude, I'm not an art major. I've never really seen any other titled. My memory isn't exactly like, in tune to the arts, the English, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Memory. Oh, I walk up to the pedestal and I confidently write down Memoirs of a Geisha. All right, you walk up, you write down Memoirs of a Geisha. Nothing happens for a second, the letters glow, they disappear, and you see one of the bars move off the door. With one left, you see the text switch, and it now reads, an adverse event such as a prisoner of war is an example of a homeostatic event. Aw, dude, being a prisoner of war, there's nothing homeostatic about that. I walk up to the board and I just write down false, because that just ain't true, man. Alright, you walk up and you write down false. Nothing happens, letters glow, they disappear, and the last bar on the door moves out of the way and it opens up. So you guys are able to walk into the last room. And so you guys walk into the last room, and once again, there's another board in the middle of the room. This time though, unlike the previous room where the water just disappeared in the holes that you couldn't see, this one has very clearly defined holes, like grapes almost. It's almost difficult for you guys to walk through without kind of rolling your ankle or something like that. But you see above the door, once again, more text, and the text above the door reads, the chainsaw and barbed wire are examples of what? Oh man, that one's easy. That's another cool word. Ugh, I can't even talk. I walk up to the board and I write down biomimicry. Alright, so you walk up to the board and you write down biomimicry. Nothing happens for a second. Text glows, disappears, and one of the bars moves off the door. Nice work. Okay. Then again, text flips above the door, and it now reads, ex nihilo is defined as what? Man, more Greek stuff, of course. Ex nihilo. Ex nihilo. Alright, I think I know what it is, because it's like Greek, Roman, something like that, right? Yeah, Greek. So I'm going to go up. Latin, that's the language, sorry. I apologize. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to write down, I believe what it is nothing from something. Okay, yeah, so you walk up to the board and you write down nothing from something, and the letters glow and disappear, and then you hear a low rumble, and then all of a sudden, all you see is your buddy 1 second standing there, and the next being engulfed in flame. So you take 6, 15, 23, and 30. You take 30 points of fire damage. 30 damage. Okay, cool. Well, I'm down if you can do anything about that. I guess I should start rolling for death saves, make sure I don't die. Let's see. That is messed up. That is 4. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I am dying currently, if you can help me. You know, they're from something to nothing, huh? Just you're there, then you're down. Oh, hey, that's what the answer is, isn't it? So I'm gonna walk up to the board, and instead of nothing to something, I'm gonna write something from nothing. And at the same time, I'm gonna cast Revive the Dead and give you back 6 hit points. So you go up to the board and you write down something from nothing, and at the same time you cast Revive the Dead on your friend over here and bring him back to life. The letters glow, disappear, and one more lock moves away from the door, and the text changes. And now it reveals a spontaneous epiphany connecting previously unconnected experience is the definition of what? Oh, easy. I remember this one. It's by association. So I walk to the board. Well, I guess I'm get up, pull myself up to the board. You know, clothes still charred, kind of falling off my body because I lit myself on fire. Because of course I did. And I write down by association. All right. So you pull yourself up. You know, charred. You look pretty rough. You have an axe wound in the side, and you write down by association, and letters glow for a bit, disappear, and the second to last bar moves off the door, and the text flips one more time, and it just asks, "Who coined the term by association?" Can I just ask, do we need first and last name, or just like last name? Because I know the last name. I'm not quite sure. A little iffy on the first name. You know what? Last name is good. Bonus points though. No real bonus points, but bonus points if you know the first name. I'm sure that'll be helpful. All right, let me just check myself, make sure I can survive this if I mess it up. And looks like it. So I'm just gonna write down. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna write down Arthur Colster. All right, and as you write that gentleman's name down, the letters glow, disappear, and the door becomes unlocked all the way and opens up. And as you two move into the final chamber, you see sitting on a pedestal, surrounded by gold, a piece of paper. And as you guys walk up and pick up the paper to see what it is, it's a study guide that I made for both of y'all and sent because y'all need help. Oh man, studying stuff. I want like a cool sword or something.